Hey. Hey, I'm Jess. Ooh, honestly, I don't know if I really had any set plans. I bounced around a lot, trying different things. Even in school, I went from culinary right out of high school to graphic design to interior design. I just knew that I didn't want the normal 9 to 5. I definitely wanted to be doing something that I could express my creativity. So that was the plan. Culinary, I guess, I don't know, ever since I was little, I want to say like maybe 5 years old, I would always experiment in the kitchen, trying different things, and I thought how cool it would be to be a chef, you know, own my own restaurant and everything. Once I kind of got into that field, I realized it really wasn't for me, just like the lifestyle of it and everything. And it kind of, I don't want to say kill, but it kind of dimmed the hobby of cooking for me a little bit, so. I was always the kid that had more doodles and drawings in my notebooks than notes, so it was always kind of there. I just never really thought that I could be doing something like this before. I don't know if I have one specific thing. I think it's kind of a little bit of everything, so it really is just a matter of whether it's another artist or music, nature, it really comes from everywhere. I think a big one for me for a while has been Megan Massacre, only because of the simple fact that she was a woman in a male-dominated field. So having to kind of start at the bottom and be denied from multiple shops just for the fact that she was a woman, and working her way up to where she is now, owning her own studio and having clothing line, everything. I was always kind of inspired by that, and that was the first tattoo artist that I saw on television on Ink Master, and seeing that, or actually I lied, she wasn't on Ink Master. She was on, what was it, New York Tattoo, I think. We're gonna Google this. Hold. Oh, New York Ink. That's what it was. So, New York Ink. And yeah, so watching her on TV, that was kind of the first really like successful female tattoo artist I've seen. Oh God, I think I'm at like 13 now, I believe.
What is your favorite tattoo and why?
That's a really hard question to ask, or hard question to answer, I should say. I have a lot of favorites. I think my most recent favorite, I should say, is this memorial piece I got for my grandmother and my dog on my leg. It's kind of like a magical kind of forest, mythical forest, if you want to call it, with cardinals and everything, and like waterfall, so that one's definitely one of my favorites. You mean getting tattooed? Honestly, I'm gonna go with my ribs only because it was miserable, and it's hard to forget that. I literally had like a puddle of tears under my face at one point. Yeah, so I recommend doing your research before getting a tattoo on your ribs, because the artist you go to definitely makes a difference. I kind of think it was when my mom came home with her first tattoo. I believe I was 14, and I remember being fascinated by the way that you're able to put art onto someone's skin like that and it be permanent. And I can't say exactly when, but I know I really wanted to get a tattoo as soon as I saw that, so I not patiently waited until I was 17 and got my first tattoo, and I thought it'd be really awesome to have that as a career. Like, I thought how cool it must be to be a tattoo artist and do that every day. You know, you're exploring your creativity, being in that artistic field and everything, but I never really thought it was a possibility until now. So I guess my story would be a little bit different than most, as far as I wasn't necessarily looking for it. In a weird way, I kind of almost feel like the universe kind of led me to here, you know, to Chakra and to this point. I was kind of bouncing between things, you know, with jobs and everything, and I came across it, and I was like, you know what, at the point in my life where I'm gonna take the chance. I'm not a big risk taker, and I decided to take the chance and apply. Definitely was not confident that I was going to get it, but here we are. So I actually live in town. I was familiar with it just by driving past in the plaza and everything. And once my grandmother passed back in March unexpectedly, I wanted to get a piece, you know, a tribute to her. And I really wanted to go to a shop that, you know, had great work and the quality, you know, had to be fantastic. And so I remember one morning I was actually going to Dunkin' right next door and drove past, and I was like, oh, why didn't I think of this shop? And I immediately went on Instagram, started looking at their work and everything, and was blown away by, you know, the talent of the artists here. And I kind of then knew that this is where I wanted to get the tattoo. Yeah, and I immediately went home and I filled out a consultation request form, and with Ace actually set up before I started my apprenticeship. So it's been a whirlwind, but in the best way possible. I mean, just the environment being here, it's unmatched compared to any other job I've ever had. The amount of learning, I love learning new things, and this has been, I mean, every day is something new, and I feel like that's gonna be continuous, you know, for how long I'm doing this, forever, if that's the case. So yeah, it's been an amazing experience so far. Besides the people, because the people definitely make it. I think, yeah, again, it's just the overall environment, like the energy in here. It's, even if you're having a bad morning, anything, you walk in here and you immediately feel better. And again, that has a lot to do with the people. Everyone is super kind, very welcoming. They're always willing to answer questions, you know, if you have any. So it's been making the experience of, you know, learning everything definitely a lot easier. And I mean, I don't know, I guess I can't stress that enough. Just the overall energy of this place, it's amazing. I mean, overall, I'm usually drawn to like geometric realism kind of pieces. Black and gray definitely is a style I enjoy, or color, but I do want to expand on that. I want to be able to learn everything that I can, so I don't want to limit myself just to one specific style. I would love to get really good at realism and color pieces, so I guess I'm just open to all of it. I think hearing people's stories and connecting with people on that level. So I know for me, anytime I've gotten tattooed, it's been a healing experience in a sense. And to be able to be a part of that with, you know, clients and hear their stories, learn about their lives and everything, that's really fulfilling. Ultimately, I think just being able to be a part of something bigger than myself is, you know, the goal, so. Oh man, do not drink, definitely. I don't know from experience, but I've seen it and it's not pretty. Do get a lot of sleep, a lot of rest beforehand. Drink a ton of water if you can. Make sure you eat as well. You know, just self-care beforehand. It's a big deal for your body to go through. You know, people think tattoo, it's whatever. It's not, like, it's almost like minor surgery in a sense, you know? So you have to prepare yourself for that. Yeah. I don't know, I already have so many, honestly, just like all the laughs, like there's been moments that I've been like in tears from laughing. So I think just like that in a whole has been one of my favorite experiences so far, just getting to know everyone and sharing like those really good deep belly laughs that, you know, you're almost peeing your pants. That's been amazing. Oh man, I mean, just speaking from a personal aspect, and I know I should tell myself this more often, but do not give up. Don't be too hard on yourself either. It's, you know, you're going to make mistakes, and I know myself, I don't like making mistakes, you know, either, but it happens and it's only going to better you in the long run, so don't be afraid to mess up. You know, it's a learning experience, and yeah, just keep, if you're really passionate about something, like go for it. Full force, go for it. Oh man, I don't know. Thank you for being awesome and supporting Chakra and supporting me on my journey as well as the other apprentices. You know, you guys being there and being so open to letting us help. You know, if you've been tattooed here while we're here, you know, letting us wrap you, letting us, you know, talk to you and share the experience with you. It's definitely been helpful, and it's, yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, no, that's terrible, but cool. Honestly, it just goes back to being, you know, creative. I was always that kid that had more cut that. Man. What is that? You may want to cut that out too, because now I don't know. Do you want to ask that again and start over?